Everyone. This is a live session, so I'm just gonna wait a few more seconds for people to tune into this live discussion, so we can get on with what we are about to talk about today. Good evening, and here they are. Good evening, everyone. Thank you very much for tuning in. It's your one and only Waka Doctor, always bringing you the best gist when it comes to moving abroad. You know how we do it on this channel. We just talk about things that have to do with living, working, and moving abroad. And as always, I want to share with you another amazing opportunity, especially for those who cannot afford to go to the UK. It is not compulsory to go to the UK. It is not compulsory. There are other alternatives. That are cheaper, affordable. And that's what I'm going to discuss today. One of those countries is Malta. Malta. And so share this video with your friends, call your friends, tell them that Malta is much more affordable than the United Kingdom. They speak English in Malta. But as always, I'm not going to give you all the gist so that you don't say it's Waka Doctor that is sharing these things. You need to hear from someone who lives in Malta, someone who resides in Malta, who works in Malta, who studied in Malta, to come and talk to you about it, okay? I've gone far and wide and I've found someone to do that. So I'm just going to bring my guest on here so that we can talk about it, okay? Let's get going. I'm just going to invite my guest straight away. Excuse me. I'm going to bring my guest straight away. Now, we're talking about Malta. And I'm waiting for my guest to just tune in and join us. Hey, how are you?
Hi.
Good to see you. Good to see you.
Hi.
Fantastic.
Hey.
Look, I want to first of all say thank you very much for accepting to do this with me. I know that it's not easy. Not a lot of people want to share information, but you were very keen to help as many people as possible to share what you know about Malta. So
Thank
quickly, let me not waste much of your time. Tell us, introduce yourself, tell us your name, where you are, and what you're doing at the moment.
um okay, hi. My name is Naomi. Um I'm in Malta currently. I'm here studying my postgraduate and I'm also working at a communications company in Melita.
Ah, fantastic. Okay, I was just about to write your handle here, and I mistakenly wrote Malta instead of Naomi.
Okay.
Okay, so thank you very much. I need to ask you this, Naomi. Was Malta your first choice, or the UK was your first choice, and then you say, I can't afford UK. Let me go somewhere else.
Okay, yes, true. The UK was actually my first choice. I applied for a school, I won't mention the name,
Mm.
UK, and I got admission. But at the time, exchange rates, Nigerians exchange rates, and the tuition, and I was not willing to travel and have a lot of debt on my head, and I have to work so much to pay up. So, um, a friend of the family was like, "Why not try Malta? You know, it's in the EU, and you get to travel to so many other places." I was like, okay. So I was quite lucky. I made good use of the internet. And I was like, schools in Malta. And at the time, if I already got admission in UK, means it's already past September admission. So I was like, God, just have mercy. Let me just gamble it. And then I came across a school and I applied and they responded and I got my admission in a very short period of time. I got my
Wow.
visa, give and take, everything was like 3 months. And I
3 months.
was in Malta
Wow.
because I did not even have the time to prepare and, pack a lot of luggage. It was like, and I was here in December. So,
So, I mean, are you saying right now, as we speak, you can apply for admission in Malta right now?
yes, yes, schools. The thing is, Malta is an island, and it's not so big. On the map, you see it's very small.
Yeah, it's very
And
small. Close to Italy, yeah?
exactly, Sicily. And we don't have so many schools here. The big schools that are like big, like the size of a university, not the schools are like the University of Malta, maybe MCAS and thereabout. Other schools are like pretty small, and some of them are from other countries, and they just come to
Come
have
and
schools here.
build campuses.
Exactly. So it's not like so big, but yes, there's still schools that offer admission all year round.
All year round. So, guys, you're listening, you can apply to go to Malta right now. If you want to do it, this is the time to pay attention and take the bull by the horn. I'm going to start gradually. Let's talk about acclimatizing. You move to Malta, you know, whites, it's where you have foreigners and all that. How is the African community, the Indian community? Do you have a lot of foreigners around, or is just Italians and Maltese and Europeans there?
Well, no. The African community, the Africans, many of them, there are some regions, I think it happens in most countries. There are certain areas where the blacks get to, you know, I don't stay there. I stay where the Maltese are because of school, work, and my social life, my social circle. I want to interact with others. So, but yeah, the India community too is like very large. They have a lot of them here. And the
A lot
blacks,
of Indians in Malta
oh
too.
yes, yes,
Wow.
yes, yes, there are a lot.
Fantastic.
And
Okay.
have a lot of blacks as
All
well. Yes.
right. Now let's get to the crux of the matter now. And I have some questions written down here for you. Now, let's talk about moving as a student to Malta. Tell us about the requirements, the admission process, step by step. Can you tell us about that?
Okay. Now, I would not want to speak generally. Every school has their own rules and their own procedures you take. And I would just be able to go into details about my school and maybe one or two my friends' schools. And for myself, my school, the requirements are not really much. You need just your BSc, or if you have WKa&x is acceptable, and your bank statement. Mostly they like people that have sponsors, you know, have a sponsor. They believe you'll be able to pay up your tuition. And court affidavit stating that your relationship with the person, which is not difficult to get, like 1,000 naira in Nigeria.
Yeah.
And then what else?
Your
Just
passport, of
basically,
course.
yes, they want your data page and they want your CV. It doesn't matter if you're applying for an undergrad or something. You should have a profile about yourself where they will be able to know what to ask you during the interview. And then they do admission interview, but it's like video call. They want to see your face and, you know, get to know why Malta, because it's not popular.
Mm-hmm.
It's Malta. You know why
it's not popular. I've been talking about it for a while,
popular.
but
It's
you know,
Malta.
people keep saying, "What are you talking about? It must be the
Exactly.
UK. It must be the UK." Well, you know,
And when
it's
you
good to
say,
hear and see that people are gradually moving there.
yeah, when you say, oh, you're in Malta, they'll be like, where is that? You know? So, and then for others, you pay an application fee of, they're about 100 euros, and you submit the same document as I have mentioned, and that's it. They call you for an interview as well, but theirs is not like video, some is audio call. They just want to know why Malta? Why do you want to study? Because if you have a very long age gap, why? What were you doing during? Because practically most of those questions they ask you are still the same questions you ask you during the interview for the visa. So that's just
So,
it. So
is there a website you apply through, or you just go to the school portal and apply, or
yeah,
what do you do?
go to the school portal. Like for me, on my school's portal, you could actually see a video of me there. Most of their ads they tend to use me as
Yay!
the representative for Nigeria. So if anyone wants to apply to my school, you can send me a DM. I could assist because
Fantastic. We're going to get, definitely for sure. Guys, if you want to go to Malta, you got to contact Naomi. And I'll be putting the names of the school in the description box of this video. I'm going to put our contact as well in the description box of this video, and the links to all the schools that you can apply in the description box of this video. Now, more questions to come, Naomi. Now, you mentioned interviews, so you have to do an interview for the visa as well.
Yes. And now,
is there a Maltese embassy?
No, in Nigeria, right? No, that's the funny part. Though it's not quite tricky. Here in Malta, if you apply for a school and you get the admission, you can't just go and apply your visa. The school has to send a request to the immigration that, oh, you know, this person, they would now send you a link. Now this, I'm speaking for Nigerians per se at the moment, because some countries have the embassy there and you can just walk in and apply. But for Nigeria, it's a bit tricky. So they would send a request and the link will be sent to you via email. On the portal, you have to fill in, attach the required document, which are much just your admission acceptance letter, your tuition payment roll, basically you pay the application fee, 270 euros. You submit your bank statement, the sponsorship letter, that's the affidavit. You just have to attach it. And if you make a mistake or you miss the document, they'll send you back to, they make sure you submit the right thing. And when you do that, they would request for your documents and you send it to Malta.
You send it to Malta through DHL or something?
They will request for it. It's part of the fee you pay. The 200 euro you pay includes the transportation to and fro.
Wow.
Yeah, so they would request for your documents, and when you send it, they would book you an online interview. They would call you, and when they do, you won't see the person, but it's just you. They would see you, but you can see
the person. Yeah.
And they would ask you, based on the documents you submitted, the application form, who is your sponsor, what's your plan, why Malta, where is Malta located, you know, just random questions.
Just
how
random
long is
questions.
Okay. Know? When you do
now, I need to ask you some other questions that people will be interested in.
Okay.
Now, can you work while you study? You're working while you study, so I think that's a yes. So I'm just going to ask you a couple of questions. Can you work while you study? What kind of jobs are available? And is IELTS compulsory?
Okay, IELTS, no. You just need a letter of English proficiency, which is one of the documents you would submit. You just need a written letter from your school, if it's secondary school, wherever, that you're taught in English language. And that's it. And can you work? Yes, you can. You don't necessarily need to do construction. Yeah, I work in a telecommunications company. My friends work with tourism experts. It depends on what you have to offer. You're a student, so if you're studying a BSc in hospitality, you can go look for a job in a hotel. They expect that you want to practice what you studied. I have a friend who works in HR, and we're also students. She works in HR as well. Yes, but you're allowed to work part-time.
Okay. How many hours can you work per week, in a week?
20 hours.
20 hours.
Yes.
Okay.
So I get lucky, but I don't want to, you know, some people get lucky and they get,
I know.
I said, lucky, you know, the company might feel you have more to offer than the time they're paying you for, and they give you extra hours. Yes.
Okay. Now, another thing is, a lot of people, the reason why they will compare and say UK is better, even though they cannot afford it, is they want to move with their family. Now, some countries allow you move with your family immediately. Other countries will say, come first, then your family joins you later. What's the situation in Malta? Can you move with your family?
That is Malta. You have to come first. especially for we from Nigeria. You know, not you, the application is, you cannot send everyone's passport. You cannot do the interview for everybody. They just need one person. So when you are settled, you can apply for the family reunion package. And
So you have
that,
to move first. Then when you get there, you
yeah,
apply for the family.
exactly. I have a friend that came with the wife and 4 kids. Everybody came.
Wife and
Yeah.
4 kids joined him later.
Yeah, so you can apply for family reunion. It's easy. You need proof of fund, because for Malta they want your money. You should have at least, it's not a big island, so they need resources. So
Amazing. And are there scholarship opportunities at all?
uh well, yeah, but for we Nigerians, it's exceptional. It depends on the program you're offering. They need exceptional. But one beautiful thing is, studying in Malta, you get 70% tax rebate on your tuition.
Yeah, you told me that. You said you can get
Yes,
your money back.
yes,
So you get
amazing.
your tuition back.
Yes, amazing.
I need to come back.
And
I need to come to
yeah,
Malta and just
because um the indigents, the Maltese, they go to school and they don't really pay much tuition, probably mostly none. So for we foreigners, we pay a huge sum. And even when you pay a certain amount of tuition, 70% you get it back after your study. You have to finish. Here in Malta, I applied for a short program for like 3 months in healthcare. And when I finished, I also applied for the refund. It's a get qualified scheme. 70% tax rebate on your tuition. They would spread out the payment after your studies and pay you back. So say you pay 8,000 euros. Say you pay 5,000, 7,000, and you're getting 70% back of that after studies. It's a
what
win.
what's the proof of funds that you mentioned? Proof of funds for
Okay.
Malta. What's it?
15,000.
15,000 euros.
Yes,
All right.
15,000.
15,000 euros. Amazing. Okay, that's proof of fund. Now, guys, if you want to reach out to Naomi, she's able to help you move to Malta. If you're interested, you can reach out on Instagram. It's
Yeah.
not just for Nigerians. Anybody can apply to
Yes,
Malta, whether
exactly.
you're Ghanaian, Zimbabwean, Kenyan, anybody, Indian, reach out to her.
Yeah.
Our Instagram handle is onokpa_Naomi. Onokpa is ONOKPA_Naomi. Naomi. Okay, ONOKPA_NAOMI. Some people are saying they're already sending you a DM. How is she going to respond while she's here? I don't understand some people. I don't understand some. Now let's talk about this.
Okay.
Do you get post-study when you finish? Do you get a post-study work permit? And how does that translate to citizenship?
Okay. So, after studies, you are allowed to stay 6 months to look for a job. Now, for instance, my school, we have most of our classes evening classes. We have classes 3 times and 2 times, depending on the course, and you're like free the whole day. So definitely you have to work, or you'll be very bored. Malta is quiet. Only weekends we tend to, hear a lot of noise. So if you're working, I believe you should already be preparing that after studies, or what you have, your next point of your next plan. And you should be able to renew your document as full-time, full-time and not work part-time. But if you weren't working, you said, I just want to chill the whole year. After studies, you're allowed to spend 6 months to look for a job, or they expect you to leave. So within that 6 months, you should look for a job, and then you apply for your full-time work permits. I know it might feel difficult, but it's actually very easy if you came to Malta as a student. If you come to Malta as a student, it's very easy because you study, you have a lot of time to work. Everybody's working. Why are you sitting at home? So that's just it. But for citizenship, you can apply for the PR after 5 years. If you've been paying your tax, you've been working, yes, you can apply for the
5
PR.
years.
Then 5 years, then you need to write the Maltese exam, A1,
Yeah,
B1, thereabout.
yeah. Every country needs exams. So yeah. Now there are special category of people who are worried. Those that have higher national diploma. Would Malta accept them?
NG, I don't know. I really don't know, but you could try applying
What
because,
what I always tell people is try.
yes,
Right.
try.
And I'll tell you why. There's a guy who sent me a DM one time. He had a third class and he got into Austria. Austria doesn't accept third class, but he
Yeah,
just applied and he got into Austria. Austria also doesn't accept HND, but some people have applied
yeah.
and they got in. So
Because
I
your
always say just apply.
Yes, your statement of purpose. That's why statement of purpose is very important. When you write it, you're supposed to express yourself. That's the only chance you get to make them know you for you. You'll be able to, express yourself. So no matter how terrible you feel your certificate is, your qualification might be, when you write the statement of purpose, you should be able to explain yourself and the reason why they should accept you. So you might not even
Eh,
best of degrees, but when they read it and they be like, okay, yes, this person has something to offer. He just needs the opportunity. They appreciate people that are actually looking for this opportunity.
And
So
what's the cost of accommodation? So what do you pay for accommodation in Malta? Is it expensive?
expensive. No, I won't want to compare to Germany, Netherlands. No, it's
What what
uh
what's your
yeah,
accommodation like? How much do you pay?
yes. This is I stay with two of my friends, so we're like three. It's a three-bedroom apartment. It's quite spacious. I would give you a tour if we weren't on live. But and we pay 1,000 euros, which we
Per
split
person or three
the
of
three
you?
of us.
1,000 euros,
Yeah.
including bills.
Uh, our bills is like 50 euros.
So you're basically paying like 400 euros for everything
Yeah.
each.
Uh-huh.
That's
50
affordable.
euros is like between three of us for the bills.
50 euros is among.
Yeah.
Okay, okay, okay. I don't have to say much. I mean, that is so affordable. I mean, again, I want to say thank you for accepting to do this.
Thank you.
Anybody that wants to take the opportunity, take the opportunity. If you like, complain. If you like, I've done my own. Abby,
Yes.
I've
Not
done my
yours.
own. If you like, say keep going. UK, I must go to UK.
No.
I've done my own. No. If you like, take advantage. If you like, don't take advantage. 400 euros is accommodation per month. That
Yes.
is that is very, very affordable.
That there are people that pay because they have apartments where it's like they do the sharing bed stuff. Because me, I have a private room, private bathroom, and all. I like my privacy.
Yeah,
But there's some people
yeah.
maybe two in a room and you're paying like 150, 200. You know.
Wow.
So
And I remember you said tuition.
yeah,
Tuition, there's a wide range from 3,005 to
depends
8,000, depending on school and course.
what you want to study. Yes.
So between 3,000 euros and 8,000 euros, depending on the
Yes.
school,
But for
depending on the course.
let's say from 3,000 to 16,000 because BSc. But the thing is, for instance, like my school, BS is 3 years. So it's like 5,000 something, 5,000 something, 5,000 thereabouts. And so you have to focus on the first year. You pay 50% before you arrive.
And
And
you
of the
can pay
first,
your tuition instrumentally, yeah?
yes, there's always a payment plan.
Okay.
There's always a payment plan.
All right,
So
guys. I like to keep my videos short. This has been going to Malta with Onokpa Naomi, and she's willing to help you. You can contact her. Do you want to give us an email or you prefer Instagram DM?
Instagram DM would work.
Instagram DM will work. So Onokpa Naomi, ONOKPA underscore NAOMI. There's no language barrier. I'm seeing someone saying
English,
language barrier. They speak
English,
in Malta, English in Malta.
English language.
They speak English in Malta. See, to give me headache. Look, I've done as much as I can. Malta is a fantastic option, fantastic choice for whoever wants to take advantage.
Sure.
You can, I mean, apply even if you have a higher national diploma. IELTS is not compulsory. You can work while you study. Tuition is between 3,000 to about 16,000 euros, depending on the course and depending on the school. You can work 20 hours a week. English is spoken, okay? Yeah. Thank you very much, Naomi.
Thank
It's
you.
it's been a pleasure, and I'm so grateful and thankful that you just accepted to do this. Okay.
Thank you very much.
Thank you so much.
Thank
All right.
you.
All the best. Bye.
Ciao.